Hello, and thank you for joining us as we unveil the Women's History Month web exhibit for 2020. I'm Lori Abthorpe, the Heritage Researcher for the City of Thunder Bay. Joining me for the introduction of this year's inductees are Councillor Rebecca Johnson, Councillor Kristen Oliver, and Councillor Shelby Chung. Here is Councillor Kristen Oliver.
Thank you, Lori. I'm pleased to be here along with my colleagues Councillor Rebecca Johnson and Councillor Shelby Chung. I'm so pleased to help recognize some of the incredible women and the contributions they have made in our community. The City of Thunder Bay was built on the traditional territory of the Ojibwe people of Fort William First Nation, signatory to the Robinson Superior Treaty of 1850. We also recognize this area's historic Métis settlement. The Women's History Month web exhibit was established in 2013 as a way to share our local history and acknowledge exceptional women who have contributed to it. Past inductees include a variety of local women who have dedicated themselves to areas such as community development, education, Indigenous teachings, the arts, sports, the military, and war efforts, as well as public service.
Spearheaded by the team at the Harry Kirk Archives and Records Centre, new editions are made each year in time to coincide with Women's History Month, which Canada has celebrated in October since 1992. A call upon the public and our community partners each year asks for suggestions of new editions. This is a wonderful opportunity that engages the citizens of Thunder Bay, making them active participants in documenting their history. Here is Councillor Rebecca Johnson, who will share our first inductee.
This year, as we celebrate Thunder Bay's 50th anniversary, we reflect upon our city's progress and noteworthy milestones achieved since amalgamation in 1970. With this in mind, the 2020 Women's History Month web exhibit highlights remarkable women of Thunder Bay from our city's more recent past. It is my pleasure to announce the first of 4 women we are inducting into the exhibit for 2020, Elizabeth Christine Dougal, or Liz as she was preferred to be called. Elizabeth Christine Dougal, whose extraordinary influence in our community carried well beyond her significant roles in publication and broadcasting with Dougal Media. Liz donated her time generously to improve the city through organizations including the Rotary Youth Exchange Program, Lakehead Mental Health Association, Magnus Theatre, Victorian Order of Nurses, Salvation Army, and many more. She was also a founding board member of the Northern Ontario School of Medicine. Her strongest connection, however, was with United Way Thunder Bay, where she volunteered for 26 years. Originally recruited as a board member, Liz worthily led significant changes as she became vice president and then board president. For her pioneering work at United Way Thunder Bay and within many other organizations, Elizabeth Christine Dougal was honored with the United Way of Thunder Bay prestigious Ross B. Judge Volunteer Award of Excellence.
Hello, I'm Councillor Shelby Chung. Women significantly contribute to all aspects of society and culture, both in the past and today, and we continue to do so. Therefore, it is important that we celebrate the accomplishments of women in our community. It is my pleasure to announce Honorary Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Ruth Page is our second inductee. Honorary Lieutenant Colonel Margaret Ruth Page had a lifelong career focused in public health, nursing, and its instruction both here in Northwestern Ontario and beyond at an international level. She held numerous roles such as District Nurse for Kirkland Lake, Cobourg, and Fort William at the Ontario Society of Crippled Children and Welfare Administrator for Shunya and Neebing municipalities. She eventually taught at Thunder Bay-based schools of nursing and administered regional activities at organizations like the Thunder Bay District Health Unit and Registered Nurses Association of Ontario. Margaret's numerous accolades and honors include being named to the Order of Canada. Locally, she was named Fellow of Lakehead University, and the Lakehead University Student Health Centre was named the Margaret R. Page Health Centre in her honor.
Our third inductee is Catherine Hope Dugmore. Catherine Dugmore's professional career as a planner and landscape architect helps shape communities throughout Ontario, both in the private and public sectors. Her biggest impact, however, was made here in Thunder Bay. Catherine's time with the City of Thunder Bay began in 2005 as the manager of the Planning Division. Her central role in the developing of the vision of Prince Arthur's Landing led to her appointment as Waterfront Project Manager in spring of 2007. Catherine's leadership was paramount in guiding Thunder Bay through this complex waterfront revitalization project. It has created an award-winning, vibrant hub for activity and enjoyment for all. This contemporary world-class public space incorporates a larger park, trails, substantial recreational and cultural opportunities, and an extensive collection of locally inspired modern and Indigenous art. The project also saw an expanded marina, restoration of a historic building, new construction of public buildings, as well as the more recently completed condo and hotel developments. As a tribute following her passing in 2013, a portion of the waterfront development, the Viewing Circle, was dedicated to Catherine and her role as Waterfront Project Manager. As a personal friend of Catherine, it is truly my honor to be the one that inducts Catherine Dugmore.
Our fourth and final inductee for 2020 is Lieutenant Colonel Darla Oja. Lieutenant Colonel Darla Oja, as a decorated member of the Canadian Forces, has served throughout Canada as well as internationally. Her work has taken her through more than a dozen roles and several theaters of operation, coordinating with allies in joint training exercises and representing Canada abroad. Currently, Lieutenant Colonel Oja is the commanding officer of 38th Service Battalion, a reserve force service battalion with units in Saskatoon, Regina, Winnipeg, and Thunder Bay. Beyond her current military service, Lieutenant Colonel Oja actively supports various community associations, including the Military Family Resource Center and St. Anthony's Catholic Church. We are pleased to have Lieutenant Colonel Darla M. Oja here with us today and invite her to share a few words.
This tribute has been awarded to many highly distinguished and respected women of Thunder Bay. It gives me the greatest honor and privilege to be inducted into the Women's History Month 2020 web exhibit. I am joining a collection of women who have provided the foundation that built this city and continues to. I would not be here today if it were not for the women who came before me, their contributions, the movement forward, and their degrees of change. It has been very humbling as I have read the past recipients' biographies and as I've reflected on how I have contributed to Canada as a whole and my community of Thunder Bay. I've been very fortunate to continue to erode some of the barriers women face. Words I have followed are simple but true. Be yourself, be kind, be a pillar to your community. I would like to thank those who have brought forward my nomination and subsequent induction. To my teachers, my friends and family, the women who have come before me, the ones who are with me now, and the future generations. Thank you, Thunder Bay. Miigwech.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Oja, for sharing with us and for your continued dedication to the community of Thunder Bay and Canada.
More information on the lives and contributions of these four women, as well as our past inductees, can be found in the Women's History Month web exhibit, located on the City of Thunder Bay's website. Thank you, Councillor Shelby Chung, Councillor Rebecca Johnson, and Councillor Kristen Oliver for joining us today as we recognize these outstanding women and their impact on our community. By recognizing women, their initiative, vision, and achievements, we also demonstrate to our younger generation opportunity and inspiration. And thank you for joining us for this video launch as well. I do hope that you will take a moment and visit the full Women's History Month web exhibit at thunderbay.ca/Women's History Month.